Hello and welcome to Lamplighter. Today is February 9. The trouble for Moses just continues because now the people of Israel have been punished by God for listening to the negative report of the 10 spies, not listening to the positive report of Joshua and Caleb. Because of the negative report of the 10 spies, God is punishing the nation of Israel. They are going to wander in the wilderness for 40 years, 1 year for each of the days where the land was being spied upon. This is God's punishment. He is killing off, if you will, an entire generation of unbelievers. It is only their children who will be able to move into the land. The only ones living during this time when the spying is done that eventually make it to the land of promise is Caleb and Joshua, those two spies who made the positive report. And we'll talk more about them a little bit later. In the meantime, while the children of Israel are wandering in the wilderness, they continue to be bitter, they continue to be rebellious, and we read today about a man by the name of Korah who creates sort of an uprising, along with Dathan and Abiram and 250 leaders among the Levites who challenged the leadership of Moses and Aaron, just as Miriam had done earlier. These men are thinking that Moses is not the one who ought to be telling them what to do, that they themselves should have a bigger role in leadership of these people. And so there is going to be a challenge given, and the Levites are the ones who are causing this problem. And it seems strange to Moses. He even asks them, "Don't you realize how blessed you are? God has chosen your tribe to be the ones who take care of the tabernacle. He has chosen your tribe to be the ones who are the substitute as the firstborn dedicated to God. Your tribe has responsibilities that no other tribe has been given. He has singled you out." It's difficult to understand why the Levites would still not be satisfied. They have already been treated very special by God. But Dathan and Abiram are those that are also stirring up these leaders along with Korah. And Moses challenges them. He challenges them to come and meet with him and discuss what it is that is the problem. And Dathan and Abiram are very disrespectful to Moses. And they say, "We will not come. You've promised that you're going to lead us," they say, "to a land of milk and honey. And you have done no such thing, and there seems to be no promise of it ever happening." And then they even go so far as to say, did you catch this irony? They say, "We're going to return to Egypt. We're going to return where we came from, the land of milk and honey." Can you believe that? They have called Egypt the land of milk and honey. That place where they suffered as slaves for so long under false gods who were leading the people, at least in their imaginations and in their minds. That's not the land of milk and honey. The land of milk and honey is the land of Canaan. How mistaken they were. So Moses challenges Korah. Moses challenges Dathan and Abiram and all the 250 leaders among the Levites to bring their censers. The censer was an instrument that they used for offering sacrifices and burning incense before God. And so they brought their censers. Each of them was to lay the censer down and let God make his judgment about who the leaders really were. Well, God makes it very clear to Moses and to Aaron that he's about to wipe out the people. He is tired of their rebellion. He's tired of the way they continue to grumble and complain and fail to put their faith in him. And once again, Moses and Aaron fall down on their faces begging God, "Please don't destroy all the people for the sin of one." And so God tells Moses, "Tell all the people to move away from Dathan and Abiram and their families." And then Moses says something very interesting. He makes an interesting prediction, and I want us to read it again together. It's on page 176, where we see Moses making a challenge, or Moses predicting death. Then Moses said, "This is how you will know that the Lord has sent me to do all these things, and that it was not my idea. If these men die a natural death and experience only what usually happens to men, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord brings about something totally new, and the earth opens up its mouth and swallows them with everything that belongs to them, and they go down alive into the grave, then you will know that these men have treated the Lord with contempt. And just as Moses has predicted, that's exactly what happens. The earth opens up and swallows Korah, Dathan, Abiram, all of these 250 leaders and their families and all their possessions who have spoken up against Moses, who have rebelled. The earth swallows them, the text says, and then closes back up again. What a powerful display of God's demonstrating power and love to the people. You say love? Yes, God wants them to know that He loves them. He has a plan for them. He has a land for them, if only they will obey and if only they will follow Moses. No more complaining. As a matter of fact, right after this, the people still keep grumbling. And God sends a plague. And immediately Moses tells Aaron, go make atonement for the people quickly. And Aaron does so, and the plague stops, but not before 14,700 of the people die. When will they ever learn? Maybe we could ask the question today, when will we ever learn? Even after all of this happens, God says, I want each leader of a tribe to bring his staff, his rod, and lay it down in front of the tent of meeting. And Aaron is to lay his rod down on behalf of the tribe of Levi. And God says, I'll show you who I've chosen. Aaron's rod buds, sprouts, and even develops blossoms, not just blossoms, but even almonds, as a significant way of saying, this is the leader. Aaron and the tribe of the Levites are the ones that God has chosen. And God wants that rod that budded to always be visible to the people as a reminder to them that He made this decision. We're told then that the Levites are special to God still. They are the chosen tribe to take care of the sanctuary, and they are not given land, but they'll be taken care of by the offerings of the people. Their food is provided through the offerings that the people make. Their whatever possessions they have, their money is provided through whatever offerings the people are giving. But then God still says, even though you're receiving all of these things, these tithes from the people, you should still make your tithe to the Lord from what you've taken in. It's an interesting dynamic there. But I want to close today with something God says to the Levites that can be said really to all of us, even today. He says, you must present as the Lord's portion the best and holiest part of everything given to you. We are a blessed people even today. Are we taking the blessings God has given us and turning them right back to God? How do we do that? We share. We share the blessings God has given us with those all around us, to His glory, to His honor, to His praise. May God always be glorified by the way we speak, by the way we act, by the way we think, by the way we conduct ourselves. Isn't it great to be a lamplighter? His word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path. I hope you have a blessed day.